More protests underway in a St. Louis suburb where a police officer shot and killed a black teenager. Exactly what led up to 18-year-old Michael Brown's death Saturday is a point of major contention. Witnesses say the teen was unarmed and his hands were in the air, demonstrating that. Police have said that Brown attacked the officer in his car and tried to take his gun. Federal civil rights investigators and the FBI are now investigating. And people everywhere are still talking about that shooting, even here in the Lowcountry and the Coastal Empire.
Yeah, Lowcountry Bureau Chief Larry Spurl sat down with a local officer about the shooting and proper procedures for officers. He joins us now in the studio with more. Larry?
Well, Kevin and Jennifer, police training varies from state to state, but there are some protocols that are the same no matter where you live. He says that situation in St. Louis could easily happen here at home.
I didn't think about that one, man. I didn't think about that.
Police Officer Charles Mitchell has seen a lot in his 10-year career. He works for a department here in the Lowcountry, but did not want us to identify the agency. Now, Mitchell wears 3 hats: a police officer, community activist, but the one he is most proud of is
Being a father is my #1 job.
But he says being a police officer and a father can be difficult at times, especially after the latest news in St. Louis.
There are too many African Americans, not just in St. Louis County, but in this nation, that's being killed.
News reports claim a police officer allegedly shot and killed 18-year-old Michael Brown after police said Brown attacked the officer in his car and tried to take his gun. But witnesses say the teen was unarmed and his hands were in the air before he was shot. Mitchell says this case brings up a lot of questions.
First question I would ask is what happened and why it happened.
So I asked Mitchell, what are the protocols as an officer when dealing with a situation like this?
Well, first thing is you have to analyze the situation.
Does training vary from state to state?
Yes, it does.
He says some rules are the same across the board, like activating your camera inside the patrol unit and which weapon to use.
You want that information and you want that entire event recorded in real time to use as evidence in the court of law. Some agencies have OC spray but don't have tasers. Some have tasers and don't have OC sprays. You know, you want to use all those weapons in between before you go to your duty weapon.
He says although there are protocols officers follow in a life-threatening situation, one thought makes him nervous.
That could be my son, that could be my daughter out there that could be affected by a police officer.
Now, the St. Louis Police Department is not releasing the name of the officer involved, and Mitchell says that's proper procedure when dealing with an active investigation.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.